over there in Austin, Texas, they're taking the opposite tact. Chris Del Conte talk about, I called recruits personally after the Iowa State loss to tell them Tom Herman is the head coach of the University of Texas. I think Chris Del Conte is out here buying time for himself to go narrow his list of candidates to replace Tom Herman. Because Tom gave a press conference this afternoon and it was hard. Because he gets asked, do you expect to be the head coach at Texas next year? To which his answer is, I am 100% focused on beating Kansas State on Saturday. To which, if I might step to the podium one more time, and Ron, could you deliver that question to me, please? Do you expect to be the head coach of Texas?
Do you expect to be the head coach of Texas?
No, I don't think that's in the cards. I mean, I'm not going to resign or anything because I got $25 million coming to me as soon as they fire me. I wonder what I can get from my house. Yes.
Question, Coach.
Yes.
Is money more important to you than wins?
They pay me $5 million to coach this team. Would I do it for less? Probably not. Does that answer your question?
Thank you. No further question.
Oh, okay.
The defense rests.
Since we here,
strange press conference.
Since we here, let me also add in here. Remember, y'all got into a bidding war for me, Tom Herman, with LSU. Remember? Y'all won that bidding war. Y'all decided y'all gonna pay me $5 million to come in here and clean up what Charlie Strong couldn't get right and what you fired Mac over. I'm starting to think it ain't me. For that matter, I'm starting to think it ain't Charlie or Mac. I'm starting to think it's you. I'm starting to think y'all the problem. I'm starting to think maybe I got too many people with my phone number telling me what I should be doing with my football team. Because the way that it has been characterized to me and the way that I understand it to be going down in Texas is not unlike Friday Night Lights, where you got Buddy Garrity stopping in his Firebird as you're walking into Walmart to say, hey, Coach, how you feel about big bad Dallas Carter? They're it's a tough team. We're gonna do our best. Yeah, well, we're a tough team too, Coach. So beat them. Or what? Or that'd be a tough deal for you, Gary. All right, so let's get it done. Wait a second. I make the state championship game with half of Boobie Miles, and with Boobie Miles on crutches, and with a dude that has footsteps Falco energy when somebody's rushing him, and you're gonna fire me for making the state championship game? Yeah, because this is Permian. Or this is Texas. Or now this is Broken Arrow. Because I got to go a tangent right quick. David Alexander was fired this morning. And, I know David Alexander. I like David Alexander. He's a cool dude. He's a kind dude. He's a teacher. He won a state championship at Broken Arrow 2 years ago. They lost to Union in the quarterfinals, a team they beat 14-7 early in the year. They decide to fire him and go in a different direction. To which anybody who's been covering Broken Arrow football is all like, hey, yo, dog, what are y'all doing? Is something going down? Is there a scandal we don't know about? To which David Alexander gave an interview to the Tulsa World and said, you won't find any DUI. You won't find out that I said the wrong thing to the wrong person. I didn't win the state championship for 2 years. You got to win state championships here.
Unlike how we scandalize the professional college sports, I don't imagine that there's any sort of leverage or nip tuck style drama that's going on behind the scenes here. I think this is going to be straight up old fashioned. Somebody walked into the wrong office and said the wrong thing to the wrong person, because that's how high school sports is. Because it's all about who you know and how you know them. So I'm not going to say that David Alexander is at fault, but I'm saying that the problem is probably it's deliciously mundane.
Oh man, look. I want to respond to that. But first, $10 super chat here from It's Your Boy Chris Fields. A movie scene interpretation of LSU versus Alabama game this weekend. The shooting scene of the movie The Players Club. Saban yells, "If there's anyone who doesn't want to get murdered, GTFO." Love that. That is what you use your super chat on. A Players Club reference. That's what I'm talking about. More of that in the chat, please. We're going to get to Bama and LSU. Oh, yeah, LSU. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about it, baby. We're going to talk about it every single day here on the RJ Young Show YouTube channel. I'm going to get after y'all. Yeah. Run and hide. Hide your kids. We going in on LSU. All right. So, like, David Alexander created a winning culture at Broken Arrow. And by winning, I mean state championship. I don't mean, like, Michigan. See what I did there? How you gonna fire the man who built your culture? Like, this is quite literally Oklahoma State firing Mike Gundy 2 years after being an Iowa State win away from playing for a national championship in 2011. Right? And that's the thing. Mike Gundy didn't even win a national championship. He won the Big 12 championship. And now you're gonna fire David Alexander, who everybody likes, who everybody gets along with, because the culture that he built is somehow besmirched by him. Like, I don't get it. You know, shout out to SPH Huntsville, says, RJ, I'm new to your channel. Former HBCU player and high school coach now. That's what's up. Great content, bro. Alabama A&M for life. Nah, that's what's up. I appreciate that. Nah, that's what I like to see. All right, so after that tangent, right, get back to Tom Herman, getting back to recruiting. I thought it was stupid that the NCAA didn't force this early signing period to go away this year and push it back to National Signing Day in February. Because I don't know if this has hit the rest of y'all, but like, since I apparently eat college football, I've known about this and talked about it, I thought. But the dead period has been extended through April, which means that we're going to go a full calendar year without any prospective student athletes being allowed to take official visits of any kind and coaches to go recruit them in person at any time for an entire year. So to be clear, it's not just football. We're talking about all sports. No, this one extends to football. Okay. Yeah. I think it extends to men's basketball as well. Basically the revenue generating sports. So you got coaches that now got to offer 2022 kids off of film from this year, assuming they played this year. Not because, like, the contact period for the 2022 kids was September 1, right? That's when you can start talking to them. That's when you can start, like, going to see them, you know, getting to know them, all that type of stuff. We were all thinking that perhaps, that, you know, by February, January, maybe people be allowed to move. Well, number of cases did not go down. It's going up. All to say, you have coaches that are going to get fired and coaches that are going to get hired that got to recruit a kid off a huddle film and then got to make a phone call. Or no, they can't make a phone call. You have to get word out to them that they can call you because they want to talk to you. Because I don't know if you know how the contact works in all of this. No, recruiting's not my strong suit. But what it sounds like is that there's a lot of bagmen are getting their cardio in. Reggie, $5 super chat here says, RJ, the word on the street is Nate Robinson saw your video and has called you out. Time to get your Clover Lang on. Nate got to drop I got two things to say to them. Like and subscribe. He said, like and subscribe.